Hey everybody, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns when you're watching my YouTube channel where I play awesome tabletop role-playing games with friends. This is the intercontinental group of awesome, as you can see from my lovely background. It's time for some Mallrats. We are going to be playing a brand new game called Minimum Rage. It's not a brand new game. It actually came out in 2018 for the Patreon of World Champ Game Co. But it's new for us. Game that I found on DriveThruRPG. It uses the Mutant Year Zero engine, which you can see in Mutant Year Zero, as well as Tales from the Loop and Stories from the Flood. Crap, I can't remember, but the sequel game, as well as Coriolis and a number of other things. Aliens, the new Alien tabletop. Lots of games. Rolling a bunch of six-siders, looking for sixes. We're setting this in the 1990s, and while the default for Minimum Rage is that all the player characters would work at a comic book shop and there are a few variant setting opportunities or ideas, we're setting it in the idealized 1990s at a mall. So everybody's working at different shops. We'll have lots of different opportunities for retail humor. The pitch for Minimum Rage is Clerks meets Buffy. So there will be work scenes that are taking place at the mall, hanging out scenes that occasionally will happen, and weird, spooky stories and monsters to deal with as well. The age range of characters is somewhere between like 16 to 19. So junior level, junior to seniors in high school or secondary school near to graduation, to folks that are on the cusp of going to college or community college. In our town, our as yet unnamed town, there is no actual university or large college, but there is a little junior college, community college going on. The name of the mall is IGoA Mall because that tickles me. And it is will have a mix of stores that could be familiar to us USicans, and a few that might be familiar to folks in Europe, we hope. We've tried to make a conglomerate mishmash of fun, and there will be probably some made-up stores as well. With all of that in mind, let's go around the horn. But before we do that, let me remind you, we do have the X card. I did not stick in. Did I stick in lines and veils? I did. Thank goodness. Rich did something that he meant to do, and I was scared. We have lines. Lines and veils are one of our two safety tools. Line means this isn't part of our fiction. We're not interested in it. And a veil is a thing that we're okay if it happens, but we'll fade to black or cut away from it. And then ask first is just, hey, if this subject matter comes up, can you check in before we start to delve into it? We have lines on sexual assault, sexual violence, and sexual coercion, lines on harm to children, as well as pandemics and slavery. The veils are on sexual content, which means we'll fade to black. We also have a veil on harm to animals along with an ask first. So I think, we're probably dancing on a line to that one. But if we do decide to have harm to animals, do check in, and then we'll quickly cut away. Those are the lines and veils that I see. If from session to session we change that, I'll just always make sure that we take a look at that before we begin. On top of that, we have our X card, which trumps everything. And when I say trump, I mean it in a good way, in that we'll stop play and discuss very briefly, not in a challenging manner, but just to check in to make sure I understand what content that was that caused you to say, hey, I don't want to deal with that, or that's a little bothersome for me. Then we'll excise it from our play and move on. The X card has never been an impediment to fun play for me, and I think people using X card are brave, rather than I've seen some people who say that, oh, well, I'm not a weenie, I can take whatever you can give me. Well, I'm here to have fun, not to prove my masculinity through a elf game. So I like the X card. I think it's really helpful. Let's go around the horn and have everybody introduce themselves and tell us a bit about their Slacker. I'm going to do a little screen share because there are some awesome pictures of these PCs. So let's start off with Sabine.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, hi, my name is Sabine. I use any pronouns, and I'm going to play Echo Park, who is a graphic novelist, not a comic book writer or anything like that. She's a graphic novelist. She does everything. She writes the stories. She draws the lines. Her personality is punk, which I think it's more, my interpretation might be more goth than punk, but well, yeah. She works at the pet hairdresser called Spa because it's a job and it's paid, not because she loves animals or anything like that. She likes tech and has a little PDA, which she uses to, I don't know, take notes probably for her graphic novel project thingy. And yeah, she could also maybe do spells if she sees somebody else do it first, though. Yeah, I think that's all we need to know
Awesome.
about Echo.
And as a brief overview, this is where you're rolling a pool of six-sided dice. You start off with an attribute that seems to best fit. Hardy is for physical strength and basically body-related stuff. Brainy is for thinking, and savvy is for social activities. Once you have those base attributes, if any of your talents, everybody has 3 talents to start, any of those talents apply, then you would add that number of six-sided dice onto the pool. And then you also have items that if the item seems appropriate, then you're willing to risk it. You can add another +1 die. You roll all of those looking for 6s. If you have a 6, you succeed at what you were trying to do. If there are any 1s, then the situation escalates. Things get worse. Even if you were succeeded, yes, you can succeed and things will still get worse. And if you get more than 1 6, then you get some extra options that you can use, like taking advancement points or reducing stress. There's some really cool stuff in there we'll deal with as we get there. Thank you for telling us about Echo. Let's jump over here to Jan. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Sorry, my mute button was hiding behind my start button because it's full screen. Hi, I'm Jan. I use he/him pronouns. I will be playing Rolf O'Neill, who also uses he/him pronouns, and he is the superhero class, which is more of the physical type. And he's a stoner. He works at Dick's Sporting Goods, or whatever it's called. Dick's. And he rides a skateboard. It is Dick's Sporting Goods. Haha.
You got it in one. Thank you, Jan. And there's Rolf. I love that picture. It's top notch. Next is Tyler. Tyler, introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
There, I'm Tyler. Use he/him pronouns, and I'm playing Kyle Weiler, who likes to be called Wolf. He probably tries to, it's always a little awkward when you're the one who gives yourself a nickname, but he keeps pushing it. So hopefully folks are going to follow along with it. He's the tabletopper class. So a role player. He is the stoner personality. And he works at the movie theater there, the AMC at the mall. He has a hardy of 2, a brainy of 3, and a savvy of 4. Strategy of 1, a mystic of 2, and a deduction of 1. And with his mystic, that allows him to cast spells, which I think is going to be interesting, even though I know nothing yet about it mechanically. He also has the advantage talent ability sort of thing, where he can re-roll any fail or any dice when he rolls up to his savvy, which, being quite good, means he re-rolls a bunch of things. He's kind of a small, slight guy. He's, average height, 5'8", but fairly thin. One might say skinny if they weren't being generous. And I'm imagining him with that savvy score as one of these sort of manipulator, probably a DM or a GM for games, likes the drama, probably has a habit of putting people against each other, that sort of personality. I have met many over the years.
What's his current poison? What's the game that the group is currently playing?
Oh, he's absolutely a vampire player. He is all about Vampire the Masquerade. He will allow folks to play werewolf, but even though he's called wolf, werewolves are for grunts.
Oh, I feel that, bro. Alex, introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Hi, I'm Alex. I use he, him, and I am playing Chad Robbins, who's off to the side somewhere. There he is. He doesn't work at the mall, but he will be working at his father's, Robbins Luxury Autos at the end of summer. He is the Dreamboats personality. So I think he's like from the, the rich popular kids clique, but he doesn't want to be that. So he's trying to, get in with the cool kids.
I adore that he's decided the cool kids are these folks. No offense. It's a perfectly legitimate choice. These are Monster Hunter kids, so they've got to be doing something right? Awesome. Thank you very much, Alex. And last but certainly not least, Jen, introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Hey there, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns. I'm playing Brooke Slater. Brooke uses she, her pronouns. She is, oh, that's right, I can't actually scroll the screen share. Very nice. She's a zinester with an artiste personality. She works at Goody's Music Shop. She's decent at empathy and making stuff and navigating, which I think is probably handy in a mall. We'll find out. And she has a passive fanfic. Once per game session, when another player would receive stress, you can take it instead. Her little special action is community. She can take -1 to a test to give another player +1 on their next turn.
Whew.
So very much the support character.
And I love that you have a -1 when dealing with wet things.
Yeah.
I guess it's because you make a zine. I don't know, and it ruins the glue, but that's just the way that the zinester goes.
I just hate it. I don't know.
Awesome. That's great. I wanted to let you know, Tyler, that the Mystics and Magic Spells, I'm dropping that into the Rules tab right now while we're talking, so you have access to take a look at that. It works slightly different from the other talents in that you hold on. Yeah, I was just dropping that in. So it's row K. I don't know why, but it decided to drop some of that stuff in. So it's a super gigantic. There we go. Now it's a little bit more manageable. The way that it works for Mystic, which I know Sabine has a great deal of interest in since she can copy you, is that you get Mystic to start with based off of your chosen class, and then you effectively buy spells with the talent points. The spell is something you make up. You can name it something broad like Sight. You can name it something specific like Flame Bolt, and you would build a brainy attribute roll plus your talent and try to get successes to cast the spell, as it were. If we need to tweak it, we will. That's like what you're looking at, those two paragraphs, the entire bit on Mystic and how it works. It's the whole thing from the PDF. This is a game that's idea that we will develop as we go. I think it's got some cool ideas to it, but there aren't even descriptions of what most of the talents do. So They give you dice. That's what talents do, friends. You just litigate if they apply to a roll or not. And you guys know me. I'm not going to push too hard against anything you think might fit. So we start on an average Saturday. The mall opens, what do you guys think? 9? Does 9 seem like the time that a mall would open, or 8? What about Brooke? Brooke, you've got an opening shift. So what do you lobby? Is this a thing?
Oh, it's
where
8 a.m.
8 a.m.? Yeah. That's when the walkers come in, right? All the elderly come in to get their morning walk in an air-conditioned, safe space. So, Wolf, is it hot outside? Is this a hot summer day, or is it a cooler, rainy summer day?
Did we establish roughly where our place is?
We haven't.
I always enjoy a place that is not overly hot, just because I personally have to live in a place that's always overly hot in summer. So I think that it's, a fairly comfortable 70 degrees sort of, summer day, a little overcast.
And I definitely need to figure out 70 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. 21. It's 21 outside for our European friends, which is nice. It's cold. It's great. I'll take that I'll take 21 degrees Celsius, please. Thank you very much. I will definitely take it. It was literally 58 yesterday, and I was like, "Yep, I'm going outside," because I'm in Minneapolis. So Jen, you had the opening shift for Brooke. Brooke has opening shift at Goodies. What is the biggest hassle about the opening shift at Goodies? Is it getting all the stock cycled around, or is it because everybody's all music nerds, they come rolling in late, or a nearby store causes problems? What is it that is the biggest stressor for opening up on a Saturday morning at Goodies?
Dealing with all of the security crap, turning off the alarm, and then getting the big heavy gates up.
Nice.
And making sure that the camera feed is backlogged correctly. Taking the zip disk for Monday and putting it in the Monday slot.
Oh God, zip disk. That's great. Yes, there will be a heavy amount of 90s nostalgia. If you roll your eyes at that, I'm sorry. Oh God, we now have a picture for Sylvia Brown, and it's perfect, and Mal looks amazing. So Mal Stein, who is the assistant manager at Goody and works on Saturday, she Gravel Dance had a gig last night. So do you have a beeper, or did she leave you a voicemail asking you to make sure you go in and take over? I mean, would Brooke have a beeper? That's the question here. Flipping a die. Flipping a die. Coin,
I
Rich.
do.
You have a beeper. Awesome. So you got this little deep little beep, of course, because it's a beeper. That's why they call it such a thing. A little pager. And you got a message from Mal. Hey, late night. Need you to open up. We'll be in around 9. Yeah. Is this a normal thing or abnormal?
It's normal.
Cool. You're working through all of the wonderful effort of setting up the store when
Opening the back door, running to the front to turn off the alarm, going back to the back door to lock it.
You go through all of that, and you're done And so I guess you had to go in at like 7-ish, right? You're there super early to get everything
I
done. Well,
mean, it's more like I'm in there at 7:30. It doesn't
All
take a
right.
long time to get the security shit
It's
done.
just stressful.
It's just stressful and annoying.
Fair enough. So it's like 7:57 when Phil Rodriguez comes in. He could have done half of what you've done, but you've done it all now. So he says, "Hey, morning.
Morning, Phil.
What's left?"
Opening the tills and bringing me a coffee?
On it.
Cool.
And so he trudges in. He's wearing a Goody beanie. He's got the Goody style like bowling shirt, you know?
Yeah, it's not a polo shirt.
Yeah, it's the bowling shirt style.
Mhm.
And he rocks that, and he's got just a generally slow demeanor, but he knows a lot about music, right?
Does
He's
he
the
got his name
person.
tag?
Well, hold on. Oh, I don't have any coins. Flip for me. Heads, yes.
All right. Well, all right then. He doesn't have his name tag.
Does not have his name tag. No, he hasn't
Nope.
noticed it either.
I'm not a manager, so I don't actually care. But I will tell him when he brings me my coffee.
Sweet. Phil's the guy that if someone's like, "Oh, I need to know about Arabian style music from the 1300s," you throw him to Phil. Phil just happens to know an eclectic array of weird music. Just enough, like conversational. He's not like you could never go to college for it. He
Yeah.
just happens to know.
And we definitely can't like give him any ordering responsibilities
Oh,
because
God,
it would
no.
fill our stock with trash. But
Yeah.
if somebody wants to special order something, we sick Phil on it.
So he hands you over the coffee, and it's in one of those like hang in there cups with the cat.
Yep.
And you.
He also doesn't forget how I take my coffee.
It's still
It's
pretty
extremely
great.
high value.
So he hands over the coffee. It's from the little tiny ass break room. This is like a closet, effectively. And
There's like one chair and a shelf built into the wall, and the coffee maker's on the shelf.
nice. Yeah. And this is also the place where you have storage for like toilet paper and paper towels and all the cleaning supplies, all in your break room. It smells a little bleachy. If bleach and coffee had a baby, it would exist in your break room. You mentioned the name tag, and he's like, "Oh, it was on here when I took the shirt off. Dang it." So he goes over to the counter, opens up the drawer, and pulls out a name tag. Alex, what is the name tag that Phil is going to be wearing today? What does it say? What name does it say on it?
Dimitri.
Dimitri. All right. So Phil is Dimitri today.
Good catch. I don't think Mal will notice. She had a show last night.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're not going to see her till like 9.
Oh, sweet. I'll go put out the standees. So I
Cool.
walk around to put out the cardboard standees of the latest CD release. And he stops and says, when I was at the break room, the bathroom was a little smelly. Did you do that, or?
Mm-mm. I haven't had any cause to, pee yet. And I point at the coffee.
Right. I got it. And he puts down the Nirvana standee of the giant baby. And
I'll take over the standee job without saying anything.
And as you're putting the standees up, you see several old folks are like walking around. One guy's got his little Sony Walkman tape player, and he's just kind of bobbing his head, probably listening to, some kind of Barry Manilow or something.
Get it, Mr. Brixton.
Then Phil says, Dimitri says, "Hey, it's a big mess in here. I'll go. It's backed up. I got it. I'll be in here. Wish me luck."
Okay, Godspeed, dude.
So he heads in and closes the bathroom door, and a few moments later, it's time. Like, the store is now open. People are starting to filter in, and you look back, and I imagine the goodie is not carpeted, or do you think it's a carpeted floor?
I think it's a carpeted floor. That's pretty normal. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Tile on the aisles, carpet in the shops.
Of course, comfortable for walking around. When you look out or look back towards the restroom, you see that there's a flow of water underneath the door. What do you do?
That wasn't there when I got here. That means Phil's making it worse.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just ask somebody who kind of sort of looks like they're gonna check out, but they're also like still touching things and not making eye contact with me. I'm like, I'm gonna go check on something. I'll be at the counter in like a couple minutes again.
Okay.
And then fuck off to see what's going on in the bathroom.
Sweet. Door's not locked because why would he lock the door? Open the door up, and there's water. He's standing there, and you see that he's actually rolled up his pants, his jeans, because they're the kind that, like, there's this frayed on the back near the heel because they're so long. But he's rolled them up. He has the plunger, and it's still overflowing. And he's like, "I don't know what I'm doing wrong, man."
I take a deep breath, and I roll my pant cuffs up. I wander over to the toilet, and I reach behind it, and I turn off the inlet to the toilet.
It's already off. He's like, "I did that." And then we will jump away from that crisis moment of Phil, and the water has already been turned off, but still, it's like the water is still kind of surging up. It's this brackish, brownish, chunky thing. Feel free to X card me if that's all I was going to say. It was chunky. So we cut to Echo. Echo, you've got the morning shift as well. There, as soon, like, spa on weekends, I'm imagining is swamped, right? All the people who work all day through the week, they have those Saturday morning as soon as they open up appointments.
All right. But that means that, what's her name? Sylvia is there probably, right? I'm not the only person here.
You're not the only person there. Sylvia is there.
Cool. Yeah, okay. So I'm late.
How late?
I mean, not totally late, maybe 10 minutes or something like that.
Sweet. So you come strolling in, and when you do, you see that there are like 4 people with their dogs who are waiting. And like, is this a thing where the groomers are in a different room, but there's glass, you can see them doing that? Yeah. So
yeah,
you
okay.
Cool.
And, yeah.
And you see that Sylvia's already working. It was just the 2 of you opening up.
Oh.
And she notices you come in, and she does this, like, and then points towards, because you can't hear, so she's pointing towards the other, all the other customers who are in there. And there's a woman who has curlers, like these plastic round curler things in her hair, with a bunch of bobby pins, like sticking her hair in. She's wearing like a house coat. You're not sure why she's out, but she has this bruiser of a dog And she says, I'm next.
Yeah. Sure, you're next. I'll just sign in, right? I'll be back in a minute.
Nice.
Then I get back and just toss my backpack in there and take off my jacket. And I don't know, is there any coffee here?
Yeah, Sylvia's on a cleanse, so like she threw out all the coffee this week.
Oh, damn. She's got this funny green tea though, right?
Yeah, of course she has to drink.
That's kind of okay-ish. I mean, Eka would never admit it, but she likes the green tea better anyway.
It's not caffeinated, that's the problem.
But it's oh damn. Oh wait, she knew that. She's prepared. She's got a Red Bull thing, and then she'll pop it open, pour it in a cup, and then slouch out again and say, okay, who's next?
I told you I'm next.
Okay, you've got an appointment.
God, Kyle, I've been here for 15 minutes now.
Yeah, okay, you're Mrs. Kyle. Yeah, you're in the appointment book. Great, okay. So
thank you for confirming what I already knew. Can you please take Buster?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to do? I mean, he's pretty short-haired, so you want us to wash him or stick?
Wash and
both?
dry and style, please. Just like it says in the book. God.
Style.
Why did I have Sylvia?
Yeah, but what do you want me to do? You want me to put a bow tie on him?
Does he look like a dog that has a bow tie?
No, he doesn't. That's why I wondered what you meant by style. Should I file his teeth?
God bless America. Can Sylvia just take care
no,
of
you see that she's busy, right? I mean, okay, look, I'll take Bruiser and I'll take care of him, and you'll be back he should be finished in half an hour.
Oh, good. I'm going to go to the Orange Julius and get something. I'll be back in like 25 minutes.
Yeah. And I'm looking after her as she leaves, and I'm asking the rest of the customers, like why she's got curlers in her hair. And then I take Bruiser and say, yeah, you are probably not a good dog, but I still got to wash you.
Yeah, and Bruiser is a mutt, more pit bull than anything else. He's pretty sweet in comparison to the demeanor of his caretaker or owner. You bring him back into the area, and you've got to give him a bath first, as she asked for. So he's kind of heavy. How do you normally get dogs into the metal tub? Wash them down.
I guess we've got some step thingy that dogs can jump on and then get into the tub.
Yeah, he's not into that.
Okay, Bruiser, look, you've got the choice. Now, I can dump the water over your head, and then you run around and everybody gets shouty, or you get in the tub. Come on.
I think we've now hit our first potential die roll because you're trying to convince this dog.
Yeah.
To do this thing.
I have. Oh, great. I do that with Savvy, I imagine.
I think so. Let's have you do that with Savvy. So we'll go ahead and walk through it. So you're going to start with Savvy. So you got 3 dice. Yeah. Do you feel like any of your talents apply here?
It's not a tech dog.
No.
It's not particularly clever. I'm not really awake anyway. So no, right. I don't think so.
And your PDA, you probably don't want to use that. Try to watch.
No, I mean, no.
So we're just rolling a straight 3 dice.
Yeah. Oh, wait, but we're a pet store, right? I mean,
yeah, you are at the pet
maybe
store.
We have some dog kibbles that I can use to get him into the tub.
Sure. We'll let you have some dog kibbles that you guys normally use. So that'll give you another die. So you're rolling 4 dice. We're doing dice with friends here. So let's see.
Okay, I've got 2 sixes.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So let's talk real quick. I know what all the practice. Everything's out of the door because you were rolling like crap earlier. Okay. So if any of the dice result in a 6, you do what you're trying to do. If any additional dice result in a 6, you get to do an extraordinary action. I just want to walk through these real quick.
Mhm.
So you did so good, you did great. Or authority warp, which means you get narrative control of what goes on. You could relieve or erase one stress for each extra 6 that you have. Or, this would be my thought, you can mark 2 points onto your character sheet for advancement points.
Oh, I'll do that.
Awesome. So you mark those 2 advancement points and you use the kibble, and Bruiser goes up the stairs and you ease him into the tub, turn on the water, and nothing comes on for a moment. And then you hear this splut, and this brownish, brackish liquid starts spitting out of the spigot into the tub. This will not make this dog clean. What do you do?
Oh, damn, what's that? Oh, damn it. I curse a bit. And then I'll,
Language, please. This is a place of work.
yeah. Hey there, the water is kind of dirty.
Like, turn off the water?
Yeah, but what am I going to wash the dog with then?
Oh, hold on. Just get him out of the tub. Let me see what's going on here.
Okay.
I may have to call a plumber. God, we were already backed up.
Yeah, okay. Come on, Bruiser. You can play in there. Get out. Get out. Yeah, spray him in the face. Get out.
Spray him in the face, and then he's like, and then he's a little wet. And so, of course, he does the dog thing. It's like shaking, and he gets a little bit of like stuff on your nice clothes.
Nice.
And yeah, Sylvia who's got this like huge poodle that she was just trimming down and everything. And she gets over there. It's like, oh, it's like all backed up.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to call a plumber.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can do with the dog?
Yeah.
Maybe
that one.
like wipes or dry him down or
Yeah, sure. I'll rub him down and make him smell nice, I guess.
Okay. Thank you, Echo. I appreciate it. And then
sure.
we will jump over to Wolf. Man, I imagine AMC does not open at 8, right?
No. It's summer though, so we probably have like the 10 o'clock for the kids to come in.
10 o'clock matinee. Absolutely. Totally makes sense. Yeah. The 10 o'clock show. Is this a thing where you guys are showing like Warner Brothers stuff, or is there a kids movie that you guys are just kind of held on extra long run? What do you think?
I think they bring in like stuff that's out of run that for kids. So it's like you get that Jason and the Argonauts with the Harryhausen, Jason and the Argonauts, and all those sort of kind of classic movies.
Nice. I'm into that. So is your entire gaming group, do they all work at the mall, or they all work at the AMC, or just like 1 or 2 players who work at AMC with you?
Well, I'm curious, do any of my fellow players play with me?
I'm absolutely a vampire player. Totally.
Awesome.
And I play a Tremere, and I have bought Generation up to the max.
Of course you have, and probably waiting to Diablerize as soon as I allow it.
Yeah, I'll play. I am, however, the least involved, and kind of the only reason you keep me around is that like I'm happy to draw people's characters.
Awesome.
That's awesome. You know what we should do? We should do like a zine that's in world. Wouldn't that be cool? A vampire zine.
And
I do like a fake for vampires only like newspaper.
Oh, I love it. Oh God, I love it.
Distributed amongst like that thing that you call the group of vampires under the prince in the city.
Oh, so cool.
Coterie.
Our harpies.
No, I mean coterie is smaller than what I'm talking, but
you're talking about the harpies. I think I think
The harpies are the
okay.
social people. The primogen are the ones in charge.
there you
Okay,
go.
cool.
There you go. Oh my God. So
I'm
much
nerding
flooding
out.
back. Flooding back.
Yeah, I didn't play much vampire in the 90s. I
What
read
about
the
Rolf?
werewolf
I
books.
did.
What
And
about
then-
Rolf? Is Rolf in the group? Sorry to cut you off, Jen. I'm sorry.
I think he does he plays, but like he's the player that often just doesn't show up, and then they play
Well,
without him.
As a hint, or as and perhaps a bit of encouragement, and hearkening back to my own youth, I always have the pipe full when we're playing.
See, there's a good reason to play. Yeah.
It's 420. It's time to play. By the way, unrelated to anything, today is Alien Day because it's 426, LV 426, just so you know. There is an Alien mobile game that's free today for some reason. I don't know if you care. I don't care, but I download it because it's free. It's on iOS or Android. Alien Outbreak or something like that. Anyway, I thought that was cute. I didn't know there was an Alien Day. Turns out there's an Alien Day because of 426. So Rolf, kind of, sort of. What about Chad? Have you been invited to the group, or is this a thing where you're wanting to, or?
Oh, have you played out in public, or is this in some?
I bet
basements?
we're not out in public sort of players. Probably no
Yeah.
mind's eye out of us. We're probably basement
No
dwellers.
vampire LARPs, please. I'm still a bit
Yeah.
traumatized about this.
Yeah.
Is that Sabine? That's traumatized or Echo?
It's me. I run a vampire LARP group, so
Okay.
no, please let's not rehash that.
I'm trying to imagine what situation you would get to be invited. I think if he did, it would have to be totally in secret from like his clique.
I think it'd be kind of neat for that to be maybe a build as we get closer.
Yeah,
How
I think
does that
this is
sound?
more of a I think so.
Okay.
Nice. Maybe you've picked up some kind of like either a vampire novel or one of the like supplemental books, but not the base books. You don't really know what's
Yeah, I have no idea how this works. So,
Guide to the Camarilla. What is this? I don't even
Yeah.
understand. Sweet. Yeah. So, are there NPCs in your group as well, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think probably there's somebody from high school that we play with. Probably no one I work with, and I have to I'm embarrassed enough to be role playing at the time to be saying things like, "Yeah, we got a group that gets together. We play games," and if they push me, I'll say something like, "It's like poker."
Yeah. Oh God, I still do that. Except don't say poker. So yeah, I just play games. Sweet. So I think that you work with Cedric Welch, and he's there. You guys are getting ready for the matinee, Jason and the Argonauts, and you guys haven't let the kids in yet. We'll say it's like kind of equal time to Brooks' overflowing toilet and Echo's tub that's spurting. Just the picture book. No, he has the Clan Timothy book, and he does not understand why the back picture is like blacked over and what's going on there. Really, I need to stop, but I can't. So Cedric works with you at the AMC, and it's vacuuming out everything. And as things go up, you guys both come out of different theaters at the same time. There's 14 theaters here, so there's a good bit of prep. Luckily, when they do the matinee, they only do it in like 2 of the houses. And Cedric's like, "So how would you stat out Jason? Like, how many dots would you throw into his like wits or whatever, man?"
Jason's like, well, I mean, he's a hero. And like playing heroes is so like freshman. You need an anti-hero to be cool. I mean, you're looking at like, But I mean, hell, he's got an animal. He's like a ranger, but maybe a gangrel if he was a vamp. But he's not a vamp. He is so totally not a vamp.
No. But he's not like immortal. It's like, if only there was like a White Wolf game with like demigods or something, man. I think that would be awesome.
They ain't gonna go with that. No, that'll never happen.
They should. Okay. I'm gonna go check the ladies' restroom.
All right. I guess I need to start the popcorn. You want some popcorn?
Hell yeah, man.
I could use some popcorn.
Extra butter.
Of course.
The garlic stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he toddles off wearing his AMC vest, and soon he comes back and says, man, all the toilets are backing up at the same time. Like all of them. It's crazy. I'm going to put up the sign. Girls will just have to go to the guys, or they can go back in the back bathroom.
Did you check the guys?
Hold on. And then he goes, and then you hear, yeah, it's doing it here too.
Oh, those motherfuckers left us this mess after last night.
I mean, it's like every bathroom.
Oh, and I'll come stomping in there to kind of see what's going on.
Sweet. And sure enough, you step in and you see that there's this low grade brown brackish water there, and he's already opened the like side closet and pulled out the little caution plastic standy thing.
And a question, does it have an overwhelming smell of sewer?
Yeah, it does. It's not good at all.
Oh, we're gonna have to call Harry.
Oh man, that guy he freaks me out.
I know, but I mean, we can't open if we've got no bathrooms. It's like against some sort of health code motherfucking shit or something.
Yeah, no. Do we still get paid?
We're here.
Okay, then.
Of course, it means we're probably going to be mopping up crap water.
All right, I'll get to work on this. You call Harry.
All right.
See, I'm giving you the easy job.
I'll remember it.
XP.
XP. And I'll start heading back towards the office.
Sweet. You head in, you got a rotary phone that it's got a super long cord so that you can be on the phone but go up to the front and check things out. Dial up Harry, and he answers the phone, and you immediately hear all of the birds at his home. You can hear them like constant. It's a constant background noise of the many beanie birds that Harry owns. He says, Harry Washington.
He answers his own phone with the phone. I'll kind of look with scorn at the phone. Harry, this is it's Kyle at the theater.
Oh, okay. Wait, why are you calling me?
All the toilets are backed up. All of them. Both bathrooms.
What have you done?
Not us. Must have been last night. We just found it coming in.
Closed down last night. That is not possible.
Well, I'm telling you, we just came in and they've all.
I'm telling you, I'm the assistant to the manager.
Then it must have happened after you left.
That's not likely, but possible.
Well, it happened before we came in.
Okay, call a plumber. Call a plumber. This is not hard.
Okay, so I am okay to call in a plumber.
Call a plumber. I will come in and make sure that he gets paid out of the store account. Please take care of that. I'm on my way. I have to feed my birds before I come. It'll be about 40 minutes, perhaps 45.
What am I to do with the kids outside?
Well, you're going to have to inform their parents that they are going to be unable to use the restroom, and if they still want to see the matinee, they are welcome to come in.
Okay. All right. No problem, Harry. I got it. I've got it covered.
Cool. So we will, let's see, Rolf and Chad. I'd love to have two PCs in a scene together. Maybe Rolf doesn't have to work this morning at Dick's.
I mean, that's
Just out skating on the parking lot.
Yeah. You're out. Is there a skate park, Rolf?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta have a skate park. That sounds amazing. Chad, are you out there with your friends?
yeah, with his friends. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're with like Tiffany and Muffy and what's a very chatty name? Like a nice.
I don't know. I can't get the idea of somebody just called Chunks out of my head.
Yeah, Tiffany Black and Muffy. Ooh, like Muffy Vanderstein, I think maybe. And Chunks. Oh, Chunks is totally a wannabe, right? He's some kind of nouveau riche. Maybe his mom or dad are making money and something that nobody expected to make money. I didn't know what like some quick way of making money in the 90s was.
Websites.
Oh, websites. Yeah. Nice. I love that. That's good. So yeah, his name's Dan, but everybody calls him Chunks. It's probably some kind of like party related foul, I think. Maybe is where that came from.
I mean, yeah.
And Tiffany and Muffy, they're here at the skate park because it's all the concrete reflects the sun. It's a great place to lay out. So they're in bikinis. And they've laid down towels on the concrete near the skate park, and they're just slathering tanning oil on themselves. And Muffy's saying, "No, I use baby oil. That way I cook even faster. I'm going to be so brown this summer. So brown."
Are we gonna be here all day? I mean, we could do something.
And Tiffany says, "Well, we're here to tan. We are doing something." And Muffy says, "Do you want to do my back, Chatty?"
Sure.
Why didn't it work out between you and Muffy? Because she still seems to like hold a little candle for you, but there's something about her you just can't stand.
I think she is like a proto Karen archetype.
She asks to see the manager.
Yeah. I mean, that is her future, yes.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah, I think Chad's been back into places and apologized for her behavior a few times, a few too many times.
He had to go back, apologize,
Yeah.
then tip somebody.
Yeah.
Nice. And you notice that Tiffany is kind of watching Rolf as he's skating. Rolf, are you skating with a few friends or just by yourself working on stuff?
Probably with a few friends, like just and like probably like in between, just hanging out at the top of the half pipe, smoking cigarettes and.
Nice. So, yeah, you notice that Tiffany seems to be paying a lot of attention to Rolf. She just keeps, every time when she rolls over, she's just watching Rolf. Chunks has brought a little radio. You guys are listening to some radio station like rock playing. Rich did not have a YouTube channel of 90s music going before the game, so I can't immediately think of a good 90s rip.
Which one was it that's looking at
Tiffany?
You know, I kind of know that guy a bit. If you want to,
What?
I can introduce you.
He's like smoking?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well.
November Rain is playing by Guns N' Roses in the background as you guys are talking. But what do you mean you know him? Muffy says. He's just one of those skater losers.
Just shut up, met at a party. Just,
Oh God,
not
it's
bad.
probably like a druggy party. We got snorting coke. This is
No,
Muffy.
we're
Muffy
not.
is the one who's like slamming on Rolf right now.
No, Muffy, we were not snorting coke.
They're like gross. And then she rolls over and unsnaps her little, one piece, or not a one piece, but unsnaps her top and says, Can you do my back, Chatty?
Knowing it's like more effort to argue. I think, yeah. So we've got like the whole summer. Are we going to be just lying in the sun? Let's do something. Come on.
Muffy says, I am doing something. We've already covered this. Listen, all I have to do is tan up and then I will be ready to go. But this morning, we're dedicating it to the sun, to Apollo. Remember when we studied about Apollo?
I think I'm more interested. I'm watching the skating because
Nice.
It looks fun.
What's a cool trick that Rolf pulls off?
Fucked if I know. Like, I don't know any skating tricks. Sorry, man.
No, it's okay.
I'm not going to be able to help you there.
Yeah.
Well, are you thinking that is Rolf a person that does like more like tricks where he's popping around the board, or is he a person that's using the skate park to get high air?
Is he good at skating?
Oh,
he's decent, yeah.
You can imagine he's a superhero, right? Superhero class. He's got to be.
I think on the half pipe, he's definitely just going for height.
Nice. Yeah, so he's just going for height. So you're catching some big air, and I'm not gonna throw out any other words. That's the only thing. And I think Domingo is one of your buddies. He's a skater buddy, but you guys aren't really like close. He's not part of this clique at all. You just meet him at the skate park. He's like
exactly.
one of those friends you only see for one activity.
Look, we have boards. It's what we do.
Domingo says, hey, that bottle blonde over there is checking you out.
Seriously?
Yeah, man. I have a sense of these things.
Okay. Wait, you mean the one that's getting her back rubbed?
Oh no, not her.
Oh, okay.
No, the little blonde in the one piece.
Oh,
She's cute.
yeah, sure.
And Muffy, do you slather on baby oil onto her back as she has requested, Chad?
I kind of like just squirt and then like one hand. I'm sitting there bored out of my mind and just like
Tiffany.
watching the.
Tiffany sees that Muffy's like going to be committed to this because it's not like she can pop up if anything happens. because otherwise, a travesty will take place. She says, hey Chad, let's go get a drink. And she points over to the little there's a series of like soda vending machines in a concrete enclosure that's at the edge of the skate park.
I'm like, yeah, I just like, yeah, get up and just like, thank you.
And you two start walking.
Yeah.
And she says, do you actually know that guy, or were you just joking?
We chatted like 20 minutes at Rodney's party last week.
Oh, yeah, I was kind of out of it at that one. He was there though?
Yeah, it was in, where did Chad and Rolf hang out for a little bit? Where would Rolf smoke up?
Not far away, I think.
maybe Rodney's got a sibling of some kind who's not the partying kind, and just
Or is it a party that kind of like just a big enough party that people could just crash it and it's
probably.
There you go. I like that. She said, well, like maybe you could introduce me, but like don't make it look like you're introducing me. Just say hey, and then like, oh yeah, you don't know each other.
I got you. Let's get the drinks. We'll just walk over,
Cool. Thanks, Chatty. So you guys get a couple of, like, she'd get a new Coke, a bottle of new Coke, and then wait for you to get whatever drink you want from the dispenser, and wait for you to, like, you've got to do all the work here. She's just made the request, but she's all like, Chad has to lead this.
7-Up.
Nice.
I think to the top of one of the bowls. Was it ramps? Like ramps or like the bowls?
Yeah,
into the
I was
ground?
thinking like most of it is just a kind of like a pool, like concrete circular area, but maybe up on top where nearby the girls are doing their sunning. There are probably a few little ramps and rails and stuff like that.
I think, do we like walk right past Muffy? And
Sure.
like kind of like walking towards it and then past.
Yeah, you could pass. You have to pass right by.
Yeah.
And Chunks is trying to work up the gumption to chat with Muffy about something. So she's.
I think I would like just as passing, I was just like whispering, like, she's totally not worth it, but just go ahead and do it anyway.
Nice. Chunks, he's into it. Okay.
Hey, Rolf.
And you'll see like a sort of hey.
I have my hand for like a big handshake.
Domingo slides up to the top, grabs his board, and goes over to do some rails. He's leaving you, Rolf. He is not a part of this scene. He does not want to be part of this conversation.
The wolf just kicks up his skateboard into his hand and is like, "Hey, you were at the
Chad.
party, right?
Chad Robbins.
Yeah, Chad.
We chatted for a while.
Yeah. How are you, man?
Good. Hey, you've not met, is it Sylvia?
I should have stuck her name in the NPCs. Tiffany Black.
Tiffany. You've
I
not met Tiffany, have you?
don't think I have.
Tiffany, this is Rolf. I mean, you've seen him skating. It's It's
Hey, you're
pretty
like
rad.
yeah, you're a radical, pretty good skater. You should
Yeah.
be in a. Do you compete?
Lights up another cigarette. Wants to be super cool. No, man. It's just hang out. I was gonna do a frontside disaster if you want to see it.
That sounds really cool.
I'm totally down for that. I mean, unless, do you need anything? Tiffany. And I kind of give her a look.
Oh,
Does she want to be
yeah.
left alone?
I left my cigarette lighter.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
my purse.
I know the one. I will be. I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. And I just
Okay, great.
thumbs up and I give a clap on the back to Rolf as I.
It was like,
What is that about? So, do you want to, Rolf? Do you actually want to pull off some cool?
yeah, I think he's
trick and
gonna.
impress her?
He wants to try. Ooh, what girl interested? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Chad's the best wingman. All right, so we'll call this a hardy move because you're using your physicality.
Okay.
Do you think any of your talents apply? I don't think so, but maybe you just
Maybe
got help from a
guts?
friend.
I was thinking maybe guts.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna do something gutsy. Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. And then, are you gonna use your item?
Well, yeah, obviously. It's a skateboard.
Right. Sweet. So then you've got 4 + 2 + 1, 7 dice.
7 is pretty good.
Don't be careful. when
Yeah,
you
I
say
know.
such things.
Yes, 7. Roll it. That's 1, 6, and 1, 1.
Oh, nice. So you do succeed. But there's an escalation to the problem. Or situation gets worse. So you pull off this cool, like, what was it you called it? Because you grabbed it.
Yeah,
you said it.
A frontside disaster.
A frontside disaster. God, that's a great name.
Someone linked the page with some names and was like, "Yep, that one sounds cool. Sure."
You pull off this awesome frontside disaster and come down. You look really cool. You know you nailed it. And Tiffany seems impressed, right? She's standing there in her day glow one piece and her dyed blonde hair, and she's pretty cute. And she thinks this is great. And it's just the two of you for a few minutes. And then and then there's a cop car that pulls up, and she glances up, and her shoulders. Oh God, it's my dad.
Oh, nice meeting you.
You're not doing anything wrong. Well, I mean, the smoking's probably a bad idea.
It's just cigarettes.
I mean, I know, but like, you should put it out.
You see him look like, but I still got half a... And he really just goes... And then tosses it. And it's like...
Very quickly, we see the police officer and his partner, and he's got this like big, thick mustache, right? And he's wearing a hat, but you can tell that he's got a flat top. And he comes walking right up with his young partner, heading straight for his daughter. Chad, you see this? Like the cop, Officer Black is why Tiffany hasn't dated in a long time. Anything that you wish to do because you were over by her purse? Oh, you're muted, Alex.
muted, of course. Yeah, I see that incoming possible catastrophe. I think as Mr. Black arrives, I would like try and insert myself into the situation with the.
Sweet. So you kind of interject yourself, stopping Officer
Tiffany,
Black.
I got that thing. Hey, Mr. Black. Sorry, Officer Black.
Mr. Robbins?
Is the car still treating you well?
It's great.
Rolf is trying to like sort of like just yep, okay, not here for me. Good. And like just
He comes over, puts his
edging
hand on
away
your
a bit.
shoulder. as Rolf's trying to, and Tiffany will slide around and kind of give you an exit ramp, Rolf, if you want it. Do you ditch?
I mean,
If you
no,
stick it out, you might
because-
be able to talk to her a little bit more.
well, that's the
but-
thing. Like he's not going to like disappear because girl's cute and hey, but it's like, yeah, cops. I'm just gonna be over here.
Trying to remain
Hey.
unobtrusive, but not leaving.
Yeah.
Got it. Were you going to say
Oh.
something?
I think Chad's trying to decide if he's gonna try and like facilitate Rolf like either escaping or actually no. Officer Black, have you met Rolf? He's excellent. He is. Do you know what? He helped me with my math tutoring in the finals.
Let's see if you could use that savvy of yours to. Yeah, you don't look terribly savvy to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I see you've got talents of escape, tricks, and resourceful. Do you think any of those apply here?
I mean, do the resources of the bringing up the kind of the family name and the car that
Sure.
was sold.
Sure, we'll let you
It's kinda
roll
like
in
the
that
family
resourceful. All right, so you're rolling 4 dice because I don't think your sports car is going to help you out right now.
The
3, 2, 4, and 3. So it does not. The situation does not escalate, but you don't exactly succeed. So what I'd like to say is, I'm going to give you a stress from this like lack of success. Does that make sense? I feel fair.
yeah, fine.
All right, so we'll give you a stress off of that. Destroy a pop-up. I had a good idea. And he looks at you, and there's a moment where he seems like, oh, you know what? This is it's a thing I should lecture him about. He's not buying it. But then his walkie-talkie squelches, and there's like several numbers from some dispatch calling, like, we've got a 413, we got a 413. Rich does not know what that means in 413. I'm sure it's something terrible has happened, but it calls a quick dispatch code, and they call out near the skate park, and he grabs that and says, yeah, this is Black. Yeah, we need you to mark farm, and he starts to walk away. So he's not impressed, but he's not going to escalate the situation. Tiffany looks back at you, Rolf, and says, "Do you want to like go?"
Yeah.
Cool. So she's gonna try to take off with you. Chad, do you follow along? It seems like they're gonna go do something fun.
I'm like, my urge to be a good wingman and just let them go, and then I kind of like I think they get walk away a while, and then I look back at Muffy, and it's like, guys, and follow after.
Nice.
Just being a third wheel.
That's right. That's what I was hoping for. Cool. We cut to, we jump over to Brooke. Did you call a plumber, or did you continue to try to deal with it yourself?
Oh, I mean, unlike all of these scrubs, I actually know that our building has a maintenance person. So
you're gonna go off and
I went off and got in touch with Abraham, our building maintenance guy.
Yeah, you find Abraham. He's got like this little office. It's right near mall security. It's mostly the place where he stores all of his tools. It's not a very comfortable office. It's just the main place that he stays at, so people can find him if they don't have his walkie-talkie. And he is already in the middle of, like, you see a few other store owners or managers are there, and he's like, I understand. I've got you guys on the list. I'm on my way right now. And he sees you and says, hey, Brooke.
Hey, is everybody having sewage backed up in?
Yeah, it's probably something with the city.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. As far as I can tell, everybody who's got a bathroom is backing up. I heard that AMC's having trouble too, and that's on a completely different junk that goes into city sewer but isn't on the same tap. Not the tap, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, right. That's messed up.
Yeah, it's messed up. I'm gonna have to get a hold of the city, but I'll see what I can do about making sure that nothing else backs up for everybody. Okay.
Well, good luck, Abe.
Thanks. Hold down the fort. And
I'll like book it back out.
Cool. You guys hustle back, and the brackish water kind of, there's a point that is reached in the carpet. So Phil has just set up a few signs and taped off some stuff, and he also has like I'm trying to think of something out of goodies that you would use to like keep people from walking on top of wet carpet that you wouldn't mind sacrificing. I don't know, maybe some kind of 8-track display that he's pulled out from out back that he's just stuck in the middle where it's getting slowly more and more sodden and the water's just creeping up the cardboard.
And like there's no 8 tracks because we've already sent them back to headquarters,
Exactly.
But like we've got no specific orders to get rid of the display.
Right.
Because what if we need it?
Yes, exactly.
Business hoarding. Yeah, have we had to like move any shelves or anything?
I think that's the next step that you're up to, is moving shelves. Which is a thing, right? Like that's a lot of effort.
Like we've got to get the dolly. One of us has to work the dolly. The other one has to like get at least one half of the shelf up off the ground.
Nice. So yeah, Phil and you are coordinating that. Meanwhile, people are starting to like want to buy things, right? This is why they're here. So how do you want to manage that?
I tell people that I will be with them in just a second.
Sweet. So you do that, and you work with Phil. He starts to kind of pop back the stand so you can slide underneath and get enough leverage to move it around. When you see there's a kid, 14 maybe, he's wearing like this vinyl jacket, and he has stuffed 8 or 9 CDs into that jacket, and he looks like he's about to just book. What do you do?
I grab a copy of Abagold and I throw it at him and say, hey, dumbass.
Nice. Let's see if you stop this robbery, because if you hit him, he's just gonna run. Do you chase after him?
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, okay. So you'll
That's for
just
the mall cop to do.
All right. Well, just so you know, this is the 90s. They do not have segways. So the mall cop is going to have to run.
Oh, gosh. That means that the mall cop might be, skinny.
Might be. Cool. Okay, so you let him go. He takes off, and you're just going to hope that the mall cop is there.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Awesome.
Busy
That's
sewage.
That sounds great. Priorities makes sense. So this guy takes off. He's got some CDs. You'll market his shrinkage. You've got sewage to deal with, and you guys are able to move that away. Mal shows up. She sees what's going on. She gets immediately on the register, doesn't even ask questions, just tries to take control of the store part of the store.
Mhm.
But before long, Phil comes over, gives her the 411. She hops on, gets on the phone to, well, she'll ask, did you guys go see maintenance?
Yeah, he says it's probably something with the city. Every shop in the mall that has a bathroom is having problems, and the AMC, and they're on a different line.
Weird.
So it must be big, right?
Oh man, I hope it had nothing to do with our gig. Nah, it's fine.
What happened at your gig, Mel?
She finishes ringing a person up. Says, well, there was just like,
Meanwhile, I'm reshelving stuff.
yeah, and she slides around and comes over and stands near you as you're reshelving stuff. It's just, it was weird, man. Like, it was this little dive bar downtown, and we'd never played there before. And it's one of those like blacked out windows kind of thing. So it was super dim and kind of scary, but like they were into the music. But there was this thing, I don't know, costume like Halloween early or something, like ran in and like disappeared in the bathroom or something. But like, I don't know. It's like some guy came in, he looked all weird, and he's wearing some crazy rubber suit, and then he just went into the bathroom, and nobody wanted to deal with it. I was playing, right?
Well, yeah, man, you don't got to deal with that.
Right. And then like he disappears in the bathroom, and people freak out, and then they say he's gone, and then we just like keep going. But like, he didn't leave the bathroom, so I thought that maybe he went up through the ceiling or something weird.
Maybe he like took off the suit and then just walked out looking normal, just to wake people out.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's got to be it.
Is there anything else about the rubber suit, though? I mean,
it was all like, it's almost like nude kind of suit, but they didn't have any bits, so obviously suit. Really weird mouth, like
big.
oh, like Cubert, kind of Cuberty. You know, Cubert. Wah, 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 the video game.
Fetish dudes are so weird.
Right?
Yeah.
So
like, and I'll like start sketching. Right. I'll take a Sharpie.
She leans
and
over, and she kind of leans over. Oh man, I just love your art. It's so good. Like, oh, and she guides you through, and yeah, you get a picture of a human shape, humanoid, but definitely not very human. And it has this, like, the way she describes it, some kind of weird round mouth with odd teeth, all circular around. No irises to its eyes, and the fingers were connected, like webbed.
Huh.
Yep, that was the costume.
Wow. This kind of looks like a mascot for one of those alien obsessed music shows. You know the ones.
Yeah, like a Guar fan or something.
Yeah. Weird. And I'll like fold it up and put the doodle in my pocket.
Cool. So we're going to do a quick jump cut to the food court with a group scene. And this is where this will be the last scene of our session. Just for convenience sake, because I love group scenes, because I mean I work less. And also everybody gets to play. A few hours have passed. The plumber, Kyle, that you called, or Wolf, I'm sorry, Wolf, you called a plumber. Harry showed up. The plumber disappeared on you.
What?
Disappeared
Like-
on you.
Just went in the bathroom and was gone.
Went in the bathroom, didn't come back.
Oh.
Yeah. And Harry just assumed, oh, well, obviously he left. We need to call another plumber, and he's busy doing that. When you take your break and come out to grab a burger or whatever at the food court. Rolf, do you think that Tiffany is with you when you guys come to get a bite to eat and that's why you're here? Or are you drowning your sorrows because Tiffany is not here with you? Totally up to you.
Oh, she's there.
Nice. So yeah, Tiffany's there with you. You guys are getting a burger. She's trying vegan. She's going vegan right now. So she's going to have a black bean burger.
Okay.
She seems she's very impressed that she's going vegan. She wants you to be impressed, but it doesn't seem that you are. So
No, it's not at all. Like,
she's a little disappointed that you're less than impressed, but she'll deal with it.
Stuff a burger. It's fine.
She has told everyone at this table that she's going vegan.
I've brought the canister of bleach wipes with me because I figured I want to clean my hands first. We can't wash our hands.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to be a good neighbor. I'm having pizza because there's a pizza place.
Of course there is. Is it like a Sbarro's or is it some local pizzeria type place?
I mean, it's probably Sbarro's. I think just
small.
full verisimilitude.
All right.
Part of me wants to really dig deep back into my shitty retail days and be like, it's a Gumby's, but
it can be a Gumby's if you want. But you
all
just
right,
have
it's
to
a
tell
Gumby's.
us it's
Then
a
I have
Gumby's pizza.
And then I have a box of Pokey Sticks. Pokey Sticks are they're pepperoni rolls. They're like a pepperoni and sauce and cheese concoction in like a lengthwise croissant made out of pizza dough.
I think this was developed by a stoner, but yes, I'm into it.
They make you pay extra for your second thing of sauce, which you definitely need.
Nice. What about Echo? What is Echo having for her lunch break?
Yeah, I guess Echo is, I have to change my ear. Echo's kind of, well, I guess she's pretty hassled because, man, there were people who wanted their dogs bathed, and when you tell them, oh, we can't, water's bad, then they shout at you and want to speak to the manager as if the manager could magically make the water clean again, which she obviously can. And Sylvia was busy on the phone with the plumber and trying to find a maintenance man who was busy because everybody was having the same problem. So Echo's pretty stressed because right now, this is, she's not very interested in work, and when it's stressful, she's doubly not interested. So she needs something sweet, I guess. I don't know
Nice.
what. I imagine something with
You're
lots
just
of
having
sugar.
a cinnamon roll for lunch.
Yeah, something like that. Something with
Gigantic.
lots of sugar, icing on it, and maybe a sprinkles, but only the chocolate ones, not the colored ones. Colored ones are stupid for kids. And yeah, and she wants a coffee really, because I mean, decaffeinated green tea. Come on, what's that? So she looks even gloomier than usual, and sets up her kind of sketchbook and draws some people with skeleton heads or something like that, because she's pissed.
So I guess we're all having shitty days, huh?
Man, there's water at your place.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Would not
What?
believe how nasty kids are. Their moms let them like pee in the cups because we didn't have bathrooms. And I'll take this big sip off of my large lemonade.
Dude, that's gross. Oh
How
wait.
can you buy something yellow after that?
Oh, Brooke.
Sorry, Wolf. Like, I only call him Wolf when I feel bad about something.
Oh man.
Oh, and I heard this rumor from my manager, and I'll like slide out the doodle.
What's
She
that?
says that like this guy, person-shaped squiggle went into the bathroom at the place where she was doing a show last night, and then he went into the bathroom, but he never came out.
What's up with the Modron head?
The Cubert.
I know, right?
That is definitely a lawful neutral Modron.
Totally.
Translate that from nerd speak to real people.
They're geometrically shaped because they are completely following order.
That's not a vampire.
No, different game echo.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the one with the elves and stuff.
So they're
Yeah.
one
Oh.
geometrical shape because they're totally following order. But what do?
But this isn't totally following order, I'm telling you.
Well, they generally go around and stop chaos from happening, and well, they could be a huge pain in the ass. They're pretty powerful. They're extra dimensional, but
This is not that Wolf. Can you see? I mean, we have more chaos than ever.
But you say that Mal said he went in the bathroom and didn't come out?
Right. Yeah.
Same
So
thing happened with our plumber. I
He went
mean,
into the bathroom and he never came out?
Harry says he must have left. We'll call another plumber. But a plumber's not going to just fucking leave and not tell anybody. And I mean, I was out there. I was, cleaning shit or whatever. And
Wolf,
never
are you
came out.
smoking already?
That's not the point. I would have seen a guy come up out of the bathroom.
So what we're thinking that something is the bathrooms are eating people now.
If they
Is
would
this
just
this
stick to
role-playing
weird
thing?
rubber perverts, that would be okay-ish, but
So the rubber pervert is clogging up all the tubes. It's not the right word. Sorry.
pipes.
Pipes, right. Is clogging up all the pipes with his other rubber suit buddies. And then they're capturing plumbers to
Well, it would be the
whatever.
natural enemy of clogs.
I'm like
Fair
leaning
point.
into Tiffany, like, yeah, this is a role-playing thing. They,
What
I
are
guess
you,
they roll dice or something.
I mean, yeah, sure, but that's
No, that's just Wolf talking about. But he's making comparisons to a game. But so Plumber disappeared.
and apparently Leather Gimp.
Right.
So
So it
what-
is a sexual thing then, like role playing. Got it.
Everything's like a sexual thing, and I'll give her a big broad wink.
ugh. And I make a ear noise.
Wolf, be cool, man.
Just pulling a little out. Is this origin story, or have we encountered weird shit before? Have I done a spell before?
I think we're like first season, a couple monsters in, if that's cool. Just so you guys don't have to flounder around a whole
fair.
lot.
Okay.
What's the
cool.
weirdest thing we've handled so far?
Oh, that's a great question. I really want
Has
to know
Chad been involved in this? And is that
I mean, of
what
course.
he?
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Like maybe
sure.
we didn't plan it the first time, but it
No.
went well.
Yeah.
So like the second time we were like, yeah, but Chad, well, he's got a car.
Yeah, he's got a car.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I can pay for the food.
Yeah, sure.
Chad got you access to the van once.
Yeah, he'll buy us a pizza and he has, a car with one additional seat.
And the boot,
And a boot and a trunk full of nothing. So
trunk, yeah.
That boot came in very handy with this other thing. The carpet thing.
Okay. Yeah, so the line about it being a role playing thing is me covering for
right. I
this
mean,
getting into actual monster discussion.
So was there some sort of weird like animal that was maybe weirdly mutated or something?
Ooh, a weirdly mutated animal sounds great to me.
Yeah, like a pig. Sorry.
Mutant
a
pig?
hog.
A
Mutant
giant
pig,
boar.
Giant boar.
There we go.
With too many horns. Well,
yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, that
Actually needed the car for
campaign.
intimidation purposes.
Ooh. Guys,
Look, and I'll kind of glance back over towards Tiffany. It's not like in past sessions we haven't encountered weird shit. Maybe this is the sort of same thing. I mean, people don't just go into bathrooms and disappear.
Well,
so what should we go and look at that bathroom, or should we find out what the original bathroom was? That in the mall, that concert your boss went to, where she saw that guy?
No, it was downtown in this like dive bar.
Oh,
Fuck.
we could go to that dive bar.
Well, hold on. And I like wander over to the phone booth
too fucking early for
Yes,
and I
phone booth.
steal the phone book,
God.
Oh,
which also has like a little map directory in the front.
you don't need to steal a phone book. I've got all of that in my PDA. You know that.
And they just ignore it. Like,
yeah.
do you have a Palm Pilot or do you have a handspring?
I can't remember what I had back then, but it's the same thing, and it has a pretty crappy map and no colors or anything, but it has phone numbers and stuff like that. And the American cities, I imagine they're all like grid-like, so it's not bad.
It's American
Not
City,
that
not all
tough.
grid-like.
It depends on what groups initially founded those cities.
Yes.
And whether or not they got any planning. So like there are a lot of places that were primarily like French descended areas. And then there are some others that were, primarily English or German or like what have you. And like they all sort of took a different tack, or it's like grids, but with cul-de-sacs, or total chaos. Thanks, French. Or,
Well, your cities weren't planned by cows walking around and people having to build their houses where the cows weren't walking. So
a lot of ours are maybe a small downtown that has like normal blocks, and then it's just crazy bullshit all around it where everybody said, oh, well, this is this family's whole section of land, and this roads just go wherever to get to them.
Yep. There's weird inheritances.
Yeah.
That,
interesting.
That create the shapes of our cities. Where America hasn't been around that long compared to Europe, of course, but it's been around long enough for a lot of stupidity to pile up.
Yeah, back here it's just you have a church in the middle and then you circle out.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. So
as you go,
I'll just start pawing around and looking for, downtown places that sound like bars.
And as you're looking at the phone book, I'm like, if it happened at this bar there, and hey, and I'll just like pick out a spot in the phone book, some business that's say between here and downtown.
Sure.
And chunk in a dime, and it's probably a quarter by now. Chunk in a quarter and just call them.
Okay. And what's the goal?
Find out if their bathrooms are all blocked up too.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Okay, I understand. Yes.
Yeah, just to see if it's town-wide.
It is town-wide. It is most certainly town-wide.
Okay. So
there's probably like a news report about it.
Guys.
On the TVs up in the food court.
Yeah.
If this is going to be like slime related, we can't use the car. My dad will kill me if I ruin the upholstery.
The sewer, Chad. It's probably worse than slime.
Ew.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I go home, but
Giant gators, right? Sewers.
My mom's working a double.
Dude, it's too cold for gators here. They freeze.
I'm not saying that they're normal gators. Duh.
So Tiffany leans forward and goes, so I think like my great aunt has a sex dungeon.
Not
Thanks
relevant.
for that.
Really?
So I think we like that's our really weird. We'll cliffhanger at that point.
Yeah.
Good commercial break point.
But one of the mechanical things that we did is when the group gets together, from what I can tell from the rules, is I was trying to look for ways to heal stress. It looks like when the group gets together, you're able to heal stress when you're all commiserating together. I'll reread it to make sure that I'm not missing it, because it's, again, one page and just a few paragraphs. We may have to make our own rules for that. You can erase stress by taking conditions, and then when you have a number of stress you equal to max, you succumb. And yeah, it doesn't actually say how do you heal stress.
Well, so we take it. If we get stress, we can turn it into a condition.
Right, and then the conditions can be healed by situational. It's kind of like taking care of a condition in Monster Hearts or something like that.
Okay, so stress is probably like the immediate, then you transform it into a condition which you can work off.
Right. That's what it looks like. It doesn't talk about how you ever work out stress. But then I saw one offhand comment that it says, if you're playing an ongoing campaign, stress and conditions restart at 0 the next time your gang gets back together. So I'll just say that you guys getting together is a way to help heal conditions, it looks like. It's fine.
I'm trying to think of what condition I would have taken from my interaction with the Officer Black.
Sounds social.
As unpopular or confused. Maybe confused. I can imagine him getting that a lot. Confused.
Cool. So we'll
Minus
say
one brainy.
you were offered a stress, but you moved it to the condition of confused, which would -1 on your brainy. Seems appropriate.
How does that work? We're pushing stress to conditions like
It actually works like impulse drive. Like if I say, "Oh, you would take 2 stress for this thing," you can say, "Oh, well, I'll mark 2 conditions instead," and then you take no stress.
So it's 1 per 1, right?
Right.
1 condition per stress. Okay, cool.
And I think stress is supposed to be harder to get rid of, but it's really not clear how you will get rid of it. So we'll probably just hack our own answer for that. Yeah, because I want a little bit of a threat from stress, but you also have 5, so it's like, is that only for monster fighting? But then the game talks about giving you stress as well. So
that's not for everyone. Some people just have 3.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, 3 to 5. Yeah, 3 to 5. Cool. Yeah, so let's you guys are cool with it. I will give everyone 3 advancement points. And Echo, that will take you up to 5. So everybody has the opportunity to like possibly add +1 talent point to any talent you already have, because it costs 6 to learn a new talent. 4, oh sorry. So yeah, well 4 you can add, so only Echo could. Sorry.
Where are the spins?
If you hover over advancement points on row 41, it'll show you.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome. I tried to use the pop-ups to just make things like when you want to know about a thing, just look exactly where.
Very clever.
Thanks. So I'd love to do a quick bit of feedback and then we'll let everybody go. Sound all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll do 2 stars and a wish per usual. Jen, you raised your hand. You want to go first?
Sure, whatever. So let's see, 2 stars. First star, I love the mall we're in, and I love us creating it together.
Me too.
That's been a lot of fun. I love how everyone is like bought in right away. We all have characters that are pretty fun and like give off a strong first impression. So that's been quite cool. A wish for next session. Engaging with a bit more of the mechanics.
Yep. I agree. That's a real good call. Good. Thank you, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Jan, you want to go next?
Sure. So, a star for everyone for just bringing that 90s feels so hard. and I'm really feeling it. And also a star for just the mall. It's a great mall. Just a map. We've got a map. It's kind of cool.
That has to be screen
Kind of badass. Yeah, I don't think it's been shared
here,
yet,
let me
so-
screen share it
Yeah,
just
that
so
has to be
everybody
shown.
can oogle at the wonder that we have been looking at. We've got 2 levels, a lower level with a Sears, JCPenney, the AMC's over here, and a Dick's Sporting Goods and a C&A. And we also have a second level where we have the same anchor stores. Yeah. So I actually don't know exact. Oh, there it is. The food court's up here. There we go. We've got our awesome food court. So I'm digging it. We'll do some of the things that we've listed off, but in the intervening week, and we'll add stores as we need them because that's the thing we can do.
Mhm.
The IGoA mall.
As for wishes, I wish to understand the system a bit better because right now I'm still going like, wait, what, when, what, huh?
Yeah, I missed out in not having more people do roles. That's one that I have for myself. A little bit of a wish is I wish I could have had you guys engage the mechanics a little bit more because I think a couple of die rolls and you'll get it.
But
Yeah,
the
I'm not worried about it, but it is hard to just. In theory, it's a little awkward, but in practice, it's like, oh, just build a pool of d6s, roll, look for a 6, and then Rich has to make stuff up because you're invariably going to roll once.
Oh yeah, but it's like that part that I'm getting is this like stress and advancements, and that's sort of still vague for me. But we'll get there.
That's a real good point. I honestly feel like stress isn't. It's a thing I may have to add some rules in just to make sure that it's clear. So, good point. Thank you. Sabine, 2 stars and a wish.
I can't see how to unmute myself when I don't have my glasses on. So, yeah, sorry. Stars, yes, stars for them all, and the play and the PCs. The whole setup was kind of a lot of fun, and brought me back some very nice memories of the 90s, right? And the other star goes to Wolves, the vampire group. I kind of love it, and I wish if we play this for a while that we would actually see some of that. Maybe introduce Chad to the Wonders. That is Vampire the Masquerade 2nd edition or 3rd, but I love the 2nd. So sorry, and I'm stop babbling now. But I wish for more scenes with other PCs.
Absolutely.
That your NPCs are wonderful, Rich, but I love to engage with these other PCs as well.
I agree. Yeah, I'll just throw this out for Tyler, but like I would love to see a session of Vampire the Masquerade run by Wolf, played by Echo, Chad, Rolf, Brooke, and whoever you assign to me. That I would squee for that. That is a level of meta that would tickle me to no end. So just throwing it out there. It's a wish I have there. That's my wish. Tyler, what about you? 2 stars and a wish.
Let's see. Stars, I'm gonna echo these to everybody. I think we're seeing really cool characters. You know, each one of them already we're seeing like a pretty early hook. And that's nice. We all seem to be jumping right on it. Chad is very, very interesting and sort of sweet, which is kind of cool coming off the rich guy. I love Rolf, the awkwardness of him, and the whole feel of him at the skate park was really neat. I don't think I got to see Echo as much this time, but I'm really looking forward to seeing her more, because I think that character sounds fascinating and interesting, and I love a goth chick. And Jen, I think you're already pulling together a really solid full character, so that's really nifty. So everybody falling into it, and then a star too. I like the 90s nostalgia. I'm a little old for it being high school to do 90s nostalgia, but I love the feel of where we are. I think that's just really nifty, and it's very accessible, and it has, it becomes a period piece at this point since it's 30 years ago, that I think is kind of interesting.
Wow. Yeah, it's a period.
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna go lie down. See ya.
Yeah, I need to take my pills.
Game over.
My wish, I do think we need to look at what that stress and conditions is going to be. It sounds like it's awful easy to get rid of stuff if it's every time we meet up. I have to think there's somewhere that has some complications, or we may need to work on it or something.
Yeah, it says, like, to me, this is the sentence. If you are playing an ongoing campaign, stress and conditions restart at 0 the next time your gang gets back together. That's the whole thing. So does that mean at the start of every new session you start? Because that seems, that's a thing.
Yeah, we'll have
treat it a bit like Lady Blackbird.
Seems like they intended that for like at the start of every session, right? Because your gang is sort of
playing hard to get this stuff.
Yeah.
and it makes me wonder, is there a way to deal with it in game, during the course of a session? Because I don't like I'm not going to say I don't like, but there's a weirdness to an all or nothing. And we start off at 0 again. We build up, but there's no way to take it back down. We just either get knocked out or not. But, again, with a rules light game, we'll just figure out where we like it, where it'll fit in. And I know you, Rich, are going to figure something that'll make it all work right.
Yeah, we'll work it out. I did find another passage. You can erase marked stress by taking conditions, which we talked through, or doing some sort of healing like first aid during gameplay.
Oh, there we go.
So,
okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Someone can unconfuse me and I'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be good. We'll work it out.
And my, other wish would be, I cannot wait for us to kind of have the mystery crew getting together to go off and really get into grips with a problem. We're dancing around it now, but we know there's something up. And I can't wait to see us actually working together to do something. I think that'll be cool. Yeah. And I definitely want to run Vampire for this group. Oh my God, that'll be so funny.
Already decided on my clan. It's fine.
Sweet. Let's see. Alex?
Yes. Well, all the player characters, definitely. Loving them all so far. The other star, I really enjoyed all the NPCs. I was really enjoying Tiffany's input in the last scene. I kind of feel like Tiffany needs to stay around in scenes, at least. And also having a kind of, I don't know. I'm really happy to also have a nemesis. Should we say in Muffy?
Nemesis who uses
a low-level
oil
villain
to
just to
tan
be.
more. I need to be brown.
Yeah, and wish, just seeing getting to bounce different combinations of the player characters off each other and just kind of getting a feel of what those relationships are.
Yeah, I'm having fun digging into my deep well of retail hell knowledge.
I'm glad. I'm glad too. Oh yeah, Rolf is Gangrel. Oh, why don't Wolf be Gangrel? Oh wait, Wolf's running the game, so it's okay. Wolf's the storyteller.
Yeah.
All right, Jan.
Huh? What? Yes? What?
What? Oh, did you win?
Yeah.
Sorry. So everybody's gone then. Good. Okay. For some reason, I kept thinking. My wish is clarity on stress and conditions. I'm going to stick in the rules man tab. I'll stick in a little thing about stress and conditions, and we'll do a real quick recap at the start of next session. And I wish I could have pushed a little harder. I felt like I was just the session was fun. I had a good time, but I feel like I could have pushed harder on the threat stuff to apply more pressure. So
I mean, it was good to get to know the characters a bit outside of threats.
Yeah, I was quite enjoying the teenage life, 90s teenage.
Yeah.
You gotta set a baseline before you knock everything out.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I feel better. All right, good. Stars to you all. These are super, I haven't seen this kind of character from Sabine, so I'm really excited to see angry teen character. Tyler, this wolf character, I've seen you play a bunch of characters, but this one really threw me for a loop, and I love it. And I love Alex playing an outsider who is the cool guy. That is a weird concept. Yeah, I want to play the person everyone should want to be, but he's on the outside looking into this other group. That is really neat. Jan, I love the open admission of I don't know skateboarding tricks. Front side disaster. Yeah. I think we had a front side disaster a little bit there. It was fun. And Jen, all the retail knowledge that you bring enhances this game. It gives us a lot of like tangible groundwork. So I was quite digging all of your additions. They were very helpful.
Oh, good.
So we will continue with minimum rage, which I occasionally hear a whip crack at the end because they might be giants. And we will continue that next week. Thank you all so much for giving this game a shot.